Again, they play a very detailed game plan. I give them a lot of credit. They stay structured, and they're very well coached. And they don't beat themselves. They don't make mistakes. So you have to be willing and able to play that type of game. And again, getting the lead's big against a team like that because they do frustrate you and make you slow it down type of thing. But once we started getting some traffic around the net and getting pucks to the net, we got rewarded. And again, I give them a lot of credit battling back there, making it a one-goal game. But again, we had a lot of shot blocks. And I don't know how many shot blocks we had, but we had a lot of shot blocks, and that was a big part of our success tonight.
How do you with Murzy? How do you get him to back off the penalties just a little bit, or do you worry about if he does that, he's going to lose his edge and not be as gritty as a player?
You really gonna ask that?
No. Okay. Fine. All right, then. What do you do?
I mean, that's like a suicide question.
Yeah.
Yeah. Talk to Murzy.
Okay.
That's a good question for Murzy.
Okay.
Shaftsma has 6 goals in the last 9 games.
Wasn't aware of that.
Were you confident though that it would start coming around? I mean,
well, if you look at his track record historically, and trust me, he let me know this when we had player meetings back in December. He's always been a slow starter, so I was aware of that. And so again, normally his second half of this season and his playoff production usually starts picking up. But I think again, playing for a new coach, new systems and stuff, and again, the role of having a C in Fort Wayne, it's a lot, for a new player to the organization. So, he brings so much more than just goals and points to the team. Again, big face-off win there at the end, and guys were battling, and he's just a great man. He's a great role model for our young players too.
All right, you're going on this trip. How do you prepare for this trip differently? Maybe is there anything in the technical side of it that you guys do differently?
This is something completely new for me. I'll be honest with you. Shaffy and I are more focused on how do we pack for the trip. I haven't packed for 2 weeks in a long time. No, in all honesty, it's going to be a big challenge. We were just talking about in the locker room. We had to take care of this homestand. We had a chance to win Wednesday. We're going 2-1 this week. Try to bank some points. I got to look around the league, see if we got any help at our division tonight. But we had to take care of business and get these points. 4 out of 6 is good for our team against good opponents. And now we get to test our game on the road. It's going to be a big challenge. It's Colorado. I think they're streaking 4-0 in the last since they beat us. They're on a hot streak right now. That's a tough arena to play in. Crowds are unbelievable, and I remember how tough it is to play in that rink. And then you go to Rapid City, and there's a lot of external factors that we're going to have to deal with that we never usually have to deal with. So it's going to be a big challenge. But I can tell you, the group, we're looking forward to getting away from the wives, the girlfriends, the kids, coming together as a team. We're looking forward to it because we really haven't had any long road trips this year. Haven't had. Maybe 2 days, I think, was the longest. Yeah. So, we're excited to go on the road as a group, and it'll be fun.
But you want to answer the question about Murzy, but we'll say it's good to get away from the wives.
Well, it's because I'm not really live.
In general, like when you're on the road for an extended period of time, though, is it more difficult to change things and work on implement things in practice, or not so much as long as you have ice?
Yeah, as long as we have ice, I think right now we've been really doing a lot more video, and because we've been backing off some practices and giving guys more ice and stuff. So I think again you got to realize your group, and you can't go too long with video, but we got to be very specific with it, and that's what we'll do. They have tomorrow off. We'll have a lighter skate on Monday. And do some video, try to get prepared for Colorado as much as we can. And then obviously we leave on Tuesday. We'll have that morning skate on Wednesday. But we got some guys that are playing with some pretty banged up stuff right now. So some rest right now before we hit the road will be good.